Intro. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a comprehensive guide on building a production-ready AI workflow. If you've ever wondered how to take your machine learning models from the initial concept all the way to deployment, while ensuring they are robust, efficient, and continuously improved, this video is for you. We'll be discussing everything from data ingestion to model deployment, and how to incorporate continuous integration and continuous deployment, or CI/CD, into your AI workflow. So grab a notepad, because you won't want to miss this. Part 1: Understanding the AI workflow. Before we jump into the technicalities, let's take a moment to understand what an AI workflow is. An AI workflow consists of several interconnected stages that help in developing, deploying, and maintaining machine learning models. These stages typically include data ingestion, data preprocessing, model training, model evaluation, and finally model deployment. Each of these stages is crucial, and skipping any of them can lead to suboptimal results. In production, just having a model is not enough, it must be supported by a well-oiled workflow that integrates seamlessly into the operational environment, catering to real-time needs and scalability. Part 2: Data Ingestion. Now let's start with the first step, data ingestion. Data ingestion refers to the process of importing data from various sources into your system for analysis. The sources could range from databases and APIs to flat files or even streaming data. When building a production-ready AI workflow, it is essential to have a robust data ingestion process. This means ensuring that the data is cleansed, normalized, and stored in a way that is easily accessible for further processing. You can achieve this using various tools and libraries such as Apache Kafka for streaming data, or traditional ETL, extract, transform, load processes using tools like Apache Airflow. Considerations during this phase include the volume of data, variety of data types, and the velocity at which data is generated. You should also set up automated checks to ensure data quality, flagging any anomalies that could skew your model's predictions later on. Part 3: Data Preprocessing. After data ingestion, the next step is data preprocessing. This is where you clean and transform the data to make it suitable for training your machine learning model. Data preprocessing can include tasks such as removing duplicates, handling missing values, and encoding categorical variables. Feature scaling is also an important step, as many algorithms perform better when features are on a similar scale. Techniques like standardization and min-max scaling can be employed for this purpose. Additionally, this is a good time to perform exploratory data analysis to understand the underlying patterns and relationships in your data. Visualization tools like Matplotlib and Seaborn can assist with this. Remember, a well preprocessed dataset can significantly improve the performance of your model. Therefore, investing time in this stage is essential for the success of your AI workflow. Part 4: Model Training. Once your data is prepped, it's time for model training. This is where the magic happens. You'll need to select an appropriate algorithm based on your problem type, be it classification, regression, or clustering. There are a myriad of libraries available for this, including TensorFlow, PyTorch, and Scikit-learn, each offering various models and tools. It's essential to split your data into training and validation sets, allowing you to evaluate your model's performance on unseen data. During training, you'll fine-tune hyperparameters to optimize the model's accuracy. Techniques like grid search and random search can be useful for this purpose. Additionally, don't forget about cross-validation. It helps ensure your model is robust and not overfitting to the training data. The key here is to find a balance between bias and variance, which will ultimately lead to a more generalized model. Part 5: Model Evaluation. After training, the next step is model evaluation. This is where you assess how well your model performs. You'll want to use various metrics depending on the type of model you're building. For classification tasks, metrics like accuracy, precision, recall, and F1 score are commonly used. For regression tasks, you might rely on R-squared, mean absolute error, and root mean squared error. It's also critical to evaluate your model against a separate test set that it hasn't seen before. This helps ascertain that your model will perform well in the real world. If your model is not performing as expected, you may need to return to the earlier steps, tweaking your preprocessing or trying different algorithms altogether. Part 6: CI/CD Integration. Now, let's discuss one of the most crucial aspects of modern software development: continuous integration and continuous deployment, or CI/CD. CI/CD practices are designed to streamline the workflow and automate repetitive tasks, reducing the time it takes to get your model from development to deployment. Incorporating CI/CD into your AI workflow can be done using various tools, such as Jenkins, GitLab CI, or Circle CI. The basic idea is to automate the testing of your code and models every time a change is made. This ensures that you can catch errors early and maintain a high-quality codebase. To implement CI, you'll set up a pipeline that automatically tests your code whenever a developer pushes updates. For your AI models, you can include unit tests to validate your pre-processing steps, model training, and evaluation functions. This way, any issues can be identified quickly. Continuous deployment takes this a step further by automatically deploying your model once it has passed all tests. This can be done using containerization tools like Docker, which lets you package your model and its dependencies into a single container. Kubernetes can then be used to orchestrate the deployment of these containers, ensuring scalability and resilience. Part 7: Model Deployment. Speaking of deployment, let's talk about the next step: model deployment. After your model has gone through the CI/CD pipeline, it's time to deploy it into a production environment. This can involve hosting your model on cloud platforms like AWS, Google Cloud, or Azure, which offer robust solutions for deploying machine learning models. There are several deployment strategies you can choose from, including batch processing, online inference, or even A/B testing different versions of your model. The choice often depends on the use case and the specific requirements of your application. It's also essential to create an API for your model, allowing other applications to interact with it seamlessly. Frameworks like Flask or FastAPI can help you build lightweight APIs quickly. This will enable you to send data to the model and receive predictions in real time. Part 8: Monitoring and Maintenance. Once your model is deployed, the work isn't finished. Monitoring and maintenance are critical to ensure that your model continues to perform well over time. This involves tracking model performance metrics in real time and setting up alerts for any significant deviations. Concept drift is a phenomenon where the statistical properties of the target variable change over time, which can lead to declining model accuracy. Regularly retraining your model on new data can help mitigate this. You can automate this process as well, using CI/CD pipelines to retrain and redeploy the model whenever necessary. Additionally, create a feedback loop that allows users to report any issues or inaccuracies in predictions. This real-world feedback can be invaluable in improving your model and ensuring it continues to meet the needs of your application. Part 9: Scalability and Future Readiness. Lastly, as your application grows, so too will the demands on your AI workflow. Scalability should be a core consideration throughout the entire process. Leveraging cloud infrastructure can help ensure that your workflow can handle increased load seamlessly. Consider implementing microservices architecture, which allows different components of your AI workflow to scale independently. This modular approach can enhance maintainability and make it easier to update specific parts of the system without impacting others. Finally, keep an eye on emerging technologies and methodologies in the AI space. The field is evolving rapidly, and staying up to date can help you improve your workflow and maintain a competitive edge. Outro. And there you have it. A complete guide to building a production-ready AI workflow, from data ingestion all the way to model deployment with CI/CD integration. Remember, while the technical aspects are essential, the people involved in the culture of collaboration also play a significant role in the success of your AI projects. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We'd love to hear your thoughts, experiences, or questions in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going about AI workflows. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.